The internet is no stranger to music, and as with memes and larger-than-life digital personalities, the stranger the music, the better. Tay Zonday, Picataro, Boy in a Band, Bo Burnham. I could list these names for days, but what about those forgotten few? Digital icons lost to time, but luckily never truly erased. Today, we're going to look at a man of myth, of legend, and more importantly, of cult status.
Seems she has intercepted a transmission of unknown origin.
What kind of a transmission?
The space-happy Phil Thomas cat here. And this next music video is by singer-songwriter Mark Gormley. This is a great song. It's very, very intense. We tried to make the most of it.
Mark Gormley. It's a generic enough name belonging to a generic enough looking man. But beneath this mustached expression lies a musical genius. Why, you might ask? Well, to answer that question, we'll have to go back to the untuned, soulful chords of the 1970s. Born in the late 1950s into a world recovering from war and steaming towards a technological revolution, Mark Gormley led a quiet early life. Quiet, that was, until rock and roll came along. Harsh and often cutting, Mark fell head over heels for the sounds of a rebellious generation. Led Zeppelin, Bob Dylan, Jimi Hendrix, the top dogs of a budding musical movement and the leaders of a cultural revolution. The youth, they'd had enough, and if their parents wouldn't listen, well, their guitars could do the talking. Having been enlisted in the Marines, Mark found himself stationed in Scotland, away from home, and likely a little lonely to boot. Yet, his closest companion never left his side, and that wood-panelled friend required little more than muscle memory and a plastic pick. Thus, Mark decided to try and record some of his own music, putting thoughts to paper and sound to speaker. Sadly, however, for this talented Marine, that was as far as his music career would ever go. Back in the States, Mark was met with disappointment. Nobody cared for his demo, leaving him without a record deal and his dreams of living the rock and roll lifestyle a wash of wasted potential. Musically, Mark's life remained stale. That was until the pop-laden, anthem-thumping year of 1986. Having fought the urge for long enough, Mark hopped back into the studio, and with his faithful guitar in hand, he laid out 2 more tracks. Sadly, once again, little exposure followed. Perhaps Mark's musical career simply was never meant to be.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
You know, Mark Gormley's been writing songs, well, back in the days when I first started writing songs. And he's been doing it since the 70s. Now, this one in particular is the first song that we ever did a music video on Mark Gormley for. He's done several, you know. But this one's called Beginnings, which kind of makes it appropriate for being the first, I guess, doesn't it?
September day, rolling hills, dust against the sky. It's noontime, we're here to stay. A memory from years ago. Have you ever seen that forgotten place where only you can go?
an otherworldly theme, a mysterious man, and a smooth introduction. Welcome to the Uncharted Zone. Hosted by the eccentric Phil Thomas Cat, this weekly public access channel has a moderately sized audience, and a charismatic host who's not afraid to embrace all things quirky. In 2006, the Uncharted Zone gave Mark Gormley a chance to share his talent with the world, and this, my friends, is where we crank things up to 11. Cut to 2007, and Mark Gormley's debut music video, Beginnings, hits YouTube. This strange, otherworldly music video and the accompanying lyrics show something fresh, different, and just a little bit weird. A middle-aged Mark, a luscious model by the name of Ashton Shane, and admirable visual effects. But the music's nothing to scoff at either. Tuneful, soulful, and oddly haunting. And what did the internet think of Mark? Joy, sarcasm, love, bewildered confusion, and a deep-rooted personal irony that often precedes cult followings. Mark Gormley had been unleashed, and he had a few more tricks up his short, cream-coloured sleeves.
The flamboyant Phil Thomas Cat here. This is Mark Gormley in Little Wings. It's another summer re-entry.
Little wings, can you make the flight? The rain is getting heavy with the storm tonight. As the far from home, the ocean close below, will you make the morning light? Oh, little wings in flight.
Mark's second music video, titled Little Wings, was uploaded to the Uncharted Zone's YouTube channel in 2009. This speedier, more optimistic yet somber track includes seagulls, more models, and the man himself, confident, awkward, oddly striking. Mark's growing fan base and his cult status as an internet musician and in some part a fledgling meme cemented his name into the halls of digital notoriety. During a later interview, Phil Thomas Cat himself said that the videos had been on YouTube a while, and then, last year, things really took off. What followed was a meteoric rise to cult fame. Mark's music videos reached millions via YouTube. Even Weird Al Yankovic himself, the satirical parody icon, performed his own impression of Mark Gormley's otherworldly style. Fan art, fan videos, where to begin? Including remixes of Mark's original tracks, music videos, covers, and outright tasteful parodies. But how did Mark react to his newfound digital stardom? During an interview hosted on the Uncharted Zone's YouTube channel, a confident, if nervous Mark said, "It's a bit overwhelming. When I did this, I did it for fun. I'm just overwhelmed." When asked whether he'd be willing to accept offers to play his very own gigs, or to be a guest on the Jimmy Kimmel Show, Mark said, "I haven't done any serious playing in more than 20 years. It seems that while the offers were tempting, Mark felt happier keeping to himself, avoiding the digital spotlight, whilst allowing his music to speak for him. While Mark did return in 2017 with a new music video titled Together, Phil Thomas Cat stated that Mark's recording process was quite slow. So, new music? Possibly. but we'll have to wait just a little bit longer. A stance, an awkward confidence, the youthful, haunting vocals of an aging musician. What exactly is it about Mark Gormley that makes him, well, him? Nobody can say for sure, but his style, composure, and truly humble demeanour speak of a powerful self-conviction we all wish to possess. An air of style in the face of normality, and a perfect walk across the grey line between wonder and absurdity. I've been Forgotten Legends, and until next time, take care.